Hey everybody, it's good to see you all again. This segment is just to kind of let you guys know what is going on in this episode. So, in this episode, there is a situation. Towards the end, or anywhere in this episode, there is a blank. That means there's no sound coming in the episode, and you might think that is your fault. That is my fault. You can blame me, say it was my fault, because that is an editing problem, and that's because of recording and the recording platform that I use. If that happens to be in the episode, if that's in it, what you need to do is to just disregard it. Don't worry about it. Consider it like an ad break. Consider it like a break. Consider it like we're taking a 5 minute break. Consider it like that. So, no freaking out. No need to worry. Make sure you guys enjoy the episode, enjoy what's in it, and y'all have a good one. And enjoy this one. Really enjoy it and have fun. And please disregard the blanks in there, consider them breaks. Hope you guys enjoy this episode and thank you guys for understanding and for your cooperation. There we go. Yes, Craig's back. Yes. Hi guys. I'm back after a really crazy day yesterday. I'm back. I'm here again with Wiz, which I'm going to make the announcement here, but you'll see it again come up. After seeing that he's really great at co-hosting, I decided to allow him to stay for a little while. Yay! Um, so yeah, so he'll be here a little bit long. So congrats. Also I'm here with Snake. He's an incredible, excuse me, incredible musician. I'm sorry, I tend to
How's it
mess up
going?
words.
Thank you for the kind words.
Yeah, of course, making it the best possible here. So do you want to tell the audience a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, sure. My name's Snake, and I have kind of a weird background in music. I played in orchestral band for most of my life, for like 25 years or so. And most of my influence outside of that was like the metalcore scene of the 2010s. So I learned how to scream before I learned how to like sing or do anything else. So basically, like I grew up playing breakdowns and screaming a bunch, and then I got into rap. So I decided to bring that into rap, and that's where we are now.
Mm, perfect, perfect. And wow, music really started from you from band. Like I can relate so much. I have family literally playing the band, so just hearing that's like, oh yeah, I remember. I
Yep.
remember.
Yep. Yeah, for me, it was a lot of growing up was orchestral band, and then like after college, I ended up joining a orchestral band too, like in the community I live in, like in my early 20s. But yeah, no, I did that. But the biggest influence on me was we did a lot of drumline. I was on the drumline in high school and all that, so we did like like all the cool stuff on the halftime field and whatever. It was real fun with rhythms.
Mm. Oh wow, so you must bring a lot of experience to your music career. Wow, that's impressive.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course, that's pretty impressive that you have that much musical background, and I don't think it's weird at all. I mean, I don't think being in a band is really weird. I love bands. I love interviewing. I love listening to bands. I've had family in bands, so it's literally part of my life. So
That's
I don't
pretty
think it's
cool.
weird.
Well, I appreciate that. No, that's pretty cool. Yeah, having someone else that can relate to that because, like, I grew up with some other people and had friends in band, but it's different when like you're the people in band, like outside. Like my whole family wasn't in it and stuff like that. So, you know, but yeah, no, it's pretty cool blending all of those influences into something new. So, like with that, basically, what I've tried to do is, I've been watching like the hyperpop scene up and coming, and I've been trying to kind of like blend some SoundCloud rap with metalcore and hyperpop is kind of what I've been trying to do for the new stuff. It's more so just I kind of take a bunch of sounds and play them like the drums in Fruity Loops, and then pray that I can write some lyrics over them.
I see. I see. I see a lot goes on whenever you're in the music. Whenever you're in the music process, I see that a lot
Yeah.
goes on. which I'm all for. I'm a songwriter as well, so I'm definitely in that same circle when it comes to music myself.
Mm.
Which that is wonderful. And speaking of wonderful, I actually am very interested to know about the name though. I know we talk about music, but people all around you guys should know that I pronounce his name as Sneak.
Mhm.
And literally it's like that. It's SN3K. You would think it's Sneak because I thought it was a figure of the three. And people call it Snack. So, what's the meaning and origin behind your name, actually?
Yeah, okay. So it kind of started with I wanted to come up with a name kind of like involved with the zodiac, and I'm a Scorpio. And Scorpios are also represented by snakes because like I had thought of like using the name like Scorpion or something like that, and I was like, that's tacky. Like I don't. And so like I settled on the name Snake because I was like, okay, I like that. I dig that. It relates to like what I want. And, like, the reason it came to me was, like, there's a lyric that I use in a couple things, "A sneak, a snake, a saving grace." I use that when I'm, like, referring to myself in certain songs and stuff. So it was kinda like I was like, like, "Yeah, I'm sneaky like a snake." And so I was trying to come up with a way to, like, use snake without it being like when you Google it, you just get, like, hits for pet stores in the zoo or something like that. So I was like, "Alright." So I was like, "Let's do, like, Sneck," like SNEK, because it's, like, memeable and funny, and it's quick and 4 letters. And I ended up incorporating the 3 because 3 is my lucky number. And I was kinda like, SN3K stands out, it's recognizable, it's simple to type, and, if you Google SN3K, I'm typically one of the first hits that pop up, which was kinda my whole thought process for making a recognizable name like that. So it had a lot of meeting into it, but it just kinda fell into place, and it's felt right since I did it and designed the first logo.
Oh, perfect, perfect. Wow. You were not kidding by saying interesting. You were not kidding.
Yeah, I put a lot of thought into things I do. I've been mulling over ideas for music for quite a while and different things I wanted to try and make happen. So,
That's perfect. And I can tell too. I can really tell when you replied back to me, you were like immediate, like, yes, I want to do it. Like, like, yes, you want to do it.
yep.
So I could tell. Oh, yes, yes. My God. But honestly, such a beautiful name. I absolutely love it.
I
It's such,
appreciate it. Thank you.
yeah, of course. Of course, it's all I'm here for support. All for it. And speaking of support itself, let's give some support for your upcoming project, which I heard that you have a couple coming up. So please
I
fill
do.
us in of what's next for you.
Yeah, sure. So, what I just had dropped today is what we're going to showcase. It's a new song of mine called Surrounded that's going to be incorporated on an upcoming project I'm working on. I was going to try to work on like a couple solo EPs in different styles. I have a few metal songs I was working on. We call it, it's a new genre that I'm working on with my friend and producer, Hyung Lord. He actually helped produce that track. He was in a metal band out in New Zealand called Depths, and since then has started making a new genre of rap he calls death trap. So we kind of met each other because we both have the metal background. He was just a little more hardcore than me. So him and I have been working on that with my other friend E, who's another rapper I work with. And then, aside from that project, I've been working on some hyperpop songs, just kind of experimenting with like clean vocals and auto tune. So I was planning on doing a couple singles like that. And then this track Surrounded is more of like an emo take on my normal rendition of harder tracks. So there's a little bit of whispering in it and some screaming, but we'll get to that later. But the other project that I'm working on too is the Rilla Gang, which is something that came to fruition through Mascarilla. And if you're not familiar with Mascarilla, he's an influencer, helped publish like Little Peep and a couple other rappers back in like the 2016 SoundCloud boom. He started doing a Twitch stream, and I met 12 or so other people on there, just complete strangers, all remote. I myself am out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Most of the rest of the people are out of like Ohio. We have one person in New Zealand, and I think a couple people in Sweden too. And we pulled together with three producers, one of which was myself. I produced a couple tracks on it, but the main producer was one of my friends, Shukara. She's out of Ohio, and she's just a phenomenal producer. But she did seriously like 13 out of the 15 tracks or something ridiculous like that. No, 10 of them, 10 out of the 15. But, aside from that, yeah, we all pulled together. There's 12 people incorporated with it. We got, me, Snake, Slaughterhouse Pink, Kobe Kelly, Young Lord, the Moron Bros, which is LBJ and Little Raza, Z Jail, or Call Me Z. We have E, I th and then we have, Midwest Fire Productions and Shukara as the, producers, and then Matt was also one of our rappers, and he assisted with mixing the whole tape. So yeah, so that's coming out on Sunday, on Halloween, and we will also be doing a promo stream for it on November 1st on, Mascarilla's Twitch. Should be twitch.tv/maskgorilla, all one word. And yeah, and if you pop in, there's also a Discord there where I'm a moderator. We do a lot of collaboration and working together, and we definitely plan on working on another mixtape in the future. So anyone listening who's interested, come check out the Discord.
Ah, wonderful, wonderful. Cool. And I'm
Mhm.
really interested in the collective itself. Like, what got you interested in joining? Like, I want to know more about this collective and this mixtape that's coming.
Yeah.
Like, tell me
Um,
more.
So the collective was actually something I came up with. We joined Masquerade. It was all kind of a coincidence. It's kind of a funny story. So it started. I found the Masquerade stream. I got a phone notification in like March. This all started this year, in March, and I was like, "What's this?" And I checked out a Twitch stream, and it was Lincoln Build from SoundCloud, and Masquerade was hosting it. And I don't know if that's going to be coming back. It may have gotten canceled. But long story short, we would pop in and they would pick people's music and vote on it. And if you got selected in the top four, you could get voted on to the show the next week. So like we would mess around there a lot and hang out. And I ended up meeting my friend E, who was one of the first rappers I worked with. We worked on a lo-fi song together called Lavender Fields, and like my initial lo-fi beats were just random noise, and he sat me down and was like, no, we're going to structure this and make this a song, and it came out really cool. But anyway, so we worked together, and I had sent him a track, and he didn't ever reply to me for like 3 weeks. Like, this was like the first time we ever talked, and he was like, bro, I love your music. And I was like, yeah, check this out. He never replied, and then like 3 weeks later, I got tangled up in another Discord called Critics Approved, and I was helping out with Matthew Tuck, I think is his name, and he's like a singer rapper. And they were doing some stream for like, I don't know why, but they had like 40 or something people involved in some tournament for Call of Duty, and I got roped into it because I was the only person who knows how to set up like streaming equipment. So I set up like a whole stream and I got put on a team. And mind you, I've never played this game in my life before. And I'm like placed on a team with Colby Koshi and Stiley. And Colby had played before and he's like, I hope we do well, man. And I was like, oh my God, I need to find someone to help me with this. So I reached out to E because I remember him mentioning he played Apex Legends and Call of Duty. So I was like, hopefully he can help me. So I reached out to E and he's like, oh, hey, bro. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to work on that song. And I was like, huh? Oh, no, don't worry about the song, man. You play Call of Duty, right? Can you help me out? I need you to carry me in this tournament. We ended up placing third out of like I think 40 teams. So it went pretty well, and that was basically the start of the Rilla Gang right there was E and I. And then a couple weeks later in one of the Lincoln Build streams, right after it, like the Discord would get really bumping after during stream. Like there's like sometimes 1,000 people would show up. And we were just kind of writing lyrics in stream, and I said Gorilla Gang at one point, and everybody lost their mind. And I was like, all right, we're doing this. So I started a Discord, added the first like 15 or so members that I listed off. And that's been it since. And like, it's been kind of this thing where like, no matter what's going on in our lives, we've never met each other. Most of us hadn't even, like, talked on the phone with each other. Like, the only person I've ever talked over chat with was E, aside from sending recordings to each other. And we just kind of would always pop into the Discord and be like, "Yo, hope you're having a good day." Like, we'd pull each other through. We'd post beats and people would be like, "Oh, I wanna get on this one." And then, like, I'd hear E's verse and go, "Oh, I gotta put a hook on that." And then Shu would be like, "Oh, I love that one. I gotta make a beat like this now." And then Young Lord would hop on it. And after we were done, all of a sudden one day Matt popped in and was like, "Hey guys, we've got 15 songs fully mixed." And that was about a month ago, and we reached out to Mascarilla, and he was floored. And he was really hype about it, so he retweeted, and yeah, we got it publishing under I'm starting my own publishing label, SBS Records. Just kind of something that we're getting started right now, but yeah, it's going to be published under that. We got some promo from Mascarilla, and yeah, stay tuned for it on Sunday.
Ah, yay, so exciting, so exciting. And what about this EP? I mean, mixtape y'all putting together? What can you tell us about it?
Yeah, that's the mixtape, The Rilla Gang. That
Oh,
whole yeah, this whole group is where the mixtape started. So it was just kind of like a month ago, after us just kind of messing around and working on songs together. We finished 15 tracks. And so we've got 15 of them dropping on Sunday on Spotify. All 15 songs will be bundled under my Spotify, and then every artist, it'll be on their own pages for each song they're on. And I'm trying to think. Yeah, we've got Danny Graves, Young Lord, Moron Bros, me, Call Me Z, E, a number of them. I've got a flyer too I can send you to go along with it, and some little promo for it with a list of everybody. But yeah, if you check out my Instagram and my other socials, there's a bunch of posts about it, and we got some pre-saves up. And like I said, if you tune into Mascarilla on Monday on his Twitch channel, we will be going over an entire listening party. I believe that's going to be at 5 p.m. Central on Monday.
yay, that's so amazing, and I cannot wait for the new projects coming. I'm so excited.
Thank you.
Yes, of course, of course. I'm all for it, and I gotta find that link. I want to try and take a look at the mixtape. Maybe they could be potentially on here someday. Yes.
That is true. Let me find. I can actually send you a link. Did you want the pre-save for it, or do you want what were you looking for it?
Whichever you want to send.
Here. I will send the promo pre-save, and I will also send you the little promo commercial we have for it. This is running on Instagram right now. If I can find where I'd put it.
All right, awesome. Awesome, cool. Sounds great. And yeah, they could be potentially on here. So, did you hear that, y'all? You guys might be able to get your own opportunity here yourselves. And the links in the distro kid, the links in there.
Yep. I just sent you the link, and I also sent you a link to my TikTok. That's where we dropped an ad for it. That one's running on Instagram and Facebook as well. It's a
Sounds
little
perfect.
teaser. Yeah.
Sounds perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. This is so perfect. So perfect. And speaking about perfect, God, my mind's on loose. Now, who do you look up to whenever no, who do you look up to for inspiration or influence? Who do you look up to?
So that's an interesting question I reflect on a lot, because I really kind of break it down into like 3 categories really, like, of my music. Because like I said, I was really influenced by a lot of the early metalcore of the, like, late 2000s, early 2010s, and hands down, my number 1 influence from that is the band Attack Attack. They came around in, like, 2007, 2008, and they were just known for just really heavy electronica music. They incorporated, like, autotune, synthesizers, but with, like, heavy metal breakdowns and screaming. And it was just, like, the first time I'd ever heard something like that. Um, and so that song, the first song I heard from them was Stick Stickly. easily like that's a classic. Like that's the song that they end every set with. Like that's a good one. So they're definitely where my screaming comes from. I learned to scream from that band. I would just put their music on and yell in the car until my throat was raw until I learned how to do it. But aside from them, my main musical influence, I would say, came from a producer called Nujabes or Nujabes. I'm not sure how to pronounce it properly, but yeah, he's he was out of Japan. I think he was out of Tokyo, and he was popular in the early 2000s, and then he died in 2010 in a car accident outside of Shibuya. But his music is super influential, and he pretty much like invented the lo-fi genre as like what we know it today. He was really big in 2003, and he's known for making a lot of the music for an anime called Samurai Champloo that used to be on Toonami and stuff like that. But he still the rapper used to work with Shin 02 still does a lot of touring because he raps over his beats, and they do still do performances for him. And I went to one of those, I want to say like a year or two ago. It was awesome. But he influenced a lot of my beat making. And actually, anytime you hear a flute in any of my beats, that's a tribute to him. He used to play the flute, as from what I heard. I had heard something like that, but he incorporates a lot of flute in his beats, and I really always loved it. And then the last one for why I got into rap and more of the modern scene would be Little Peep. He was really, I don't know. I felt really connected with him. I didn't find him until after he had passed. And in my life, I have a lot of weird things with death. It's just been kind of very prevalent in my life for a lot. And so I felt like just that. And I don't know, it was something like every time I would listen to his songs, I knew all the lyrics before I'd ever heard it. Like I would just be singing along. And like it was like that for a lot of stuff. And it's just I don't know, his music really changed my outlook on music because it was like he took something that I loved, which was like emo and like, early 2000s music and blended it with something so brand new that it made me kind of like stop being jaded about music and like, oh, these beats aren't music, that kind of stuff. And it made me realize like, wow, this is really cool. This is a really cool way to express yourself. And so I guess really like without his music, I probably wouldn't have started recording anything. I made my first song in so I've only really been making music like with vocals over it for a year now. But I made my first beat like experimenting with beats probably 2 weeks after I first heard of him back in 2017. It was like December of 2017 after I'd first heard Save That Shit. I was like I need to make music, and I went and made my first beat. So, yeah, I think those would be my 3 biggest influences.
That's incredible, and I love how those influences helped you a lot as a musician. I mean, that's incredible, and they helped you to even get out of being jaded. That's amazing. That's
Yeah,
incredible.
that was pretty cool.
Yes, yes, and I love how you use those influences in like your everyday life and musician wise. That's really amazing that you're able to do that, and you're doing it now, and it's really dope the way you're doing.
Thank you, I appreciate that a lot.
Yeah, of course, I'm all here for support, no matter what it is. I'm all here for it, 100%. Yeah. Excuse me. Now I want to kind of go into what I call a whole breakdown.
Mhm.
I want a whole breakdown of your whole music process. What is your way when it comes to making music? Songwriting, production. I want to know everything that you do when it comes to making your songs and your own music.
Alright. So I've got a couple different workflows. I've got, like, me making a beat, and then there's also me, like, writing lyrics. So I'll go with me making a beat first. Um, so usually a beat is, like in my brain, I just have, like, fragments of songs playing all the time. And, like, by fragments, I mean, like, it'll be a hook. Like, one that drove me insane when I was in college is there was this metalcore band called, I Set My Friends on Fire, and they're basically a meme band. It was like noise with electronica in the background, and I thought they were hilarious and edgy, and I just had the song Things That Rhyme with Orange. The intro to it, like, the first 15 seconds was just repeating in my head for a week. And so, like, an example with that is actually that song. I ended up sampling something that sounded just like the intro to that song. I, like, made a loop that sounded just like it, and what I'll typically do is I'll find, like, a melody loop or, like, a royalty-free loop or something on, like, Looperman, or, I'll buy a sample pack or something like that, and I'll find something that, like, sounds similar to what's stuck in my head, and then I take it into, Fruity Loops, and I'll use Gross Beat or, Pitcher or some other stuff to resample it, make it just sound completely different. And I'm just trying to get it to sound in the same key as whatever's stuck in my head, and then I turn it into my own song. So I'll, like, resample that, and that's just kind of like the initial loop I work with. And then after that, I'll go through and I'll manually build out all of the drums because, like, my forte is drumming. Like, I used to play kit and all that stuff. So, like, I go into the step sequencer and all that, and I build all of my drums. And then once I'm done with that, I go and add all the fun sound effects. Like, that's where I just kinda, like, add, like, random stuff. Like, my favorite is I'll do, 808 drums that sound like a big bass drum, and I'll alternate between 2 pitches, so it sounds like I'm drumming a tom or something like that. If you check out my song Thumper, actually, on Spotify, I do that in that one. But yeah, so that's kinda like beats. But did you wanna hear about, like, recording as well?
I want to know everything.
Okay, okay. So recording, I've always been into, like, poetry and stuff like that, which I'm sure is pretty common with a lot of rappers. But I grew up in, like, the only class I excelled at was English, and it wasn't because I was good at it. I'm dyslexic as hell. I'm just Yeah, like, I just like reading books, and they were like, "Oh, this kid actually likes reading. Put him in honors English." So that was kinda where that went. I almost failed out of it.
Oh,
Yeah, like, I was not ready for honors English. I did it all the way through high school, and by junior year, I had to, like, take a test to test out of college English, and I bombed it so bad. But like, you can't test people on writing. But anyway, so I got into creative writing from there, and because of that, I just kinda took off with, like, poetry and slam poetry. And so, because of that, if you go listen to some of my older songs, and one of my more recent ones, Prince of Lies, that I just released a couple weeks ago, is just like this. Right? I used to write my lyrics like a nursery rhyme almost, like, it would be like, da 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 da, and I didn't realize I was doing that until I realized I was, like, writing poems, because 'cause I'd get really rhythmic with it, with, like, the way I'd build the drums. So, like, if I built my own beat, it's gonna be incredibly mathematical and, like, in a box because I'm just so focused on the drum line. But when I use someone else's beats, and that's why the song "Surrounded" is, like, a cool song to me, because it's the first time I really, like, aside from the mixtape, which, like, a mixtape is, "Yo, I'm gonna jump on these 8 bars and spit something real quick." This was like, I sat down and actually took time to write, and instead of focusing on making all the instrumentals too, I was like, "Let's focus on the mix." So I learned how to mix my vocals so much better, because I, instead of spending 2 hours making a beat and recording, I just spent 2 hours recording and then mixing it. So because of that, I started taking track after track of recording and recording, and I started to realize that, like, I start with a mathematical, like, grid, and I usually start by screaming everything, because, like, I learned to scream before I learned to write, or before I learned to sing. So I'll scream the whole thing through, and wherever I break or wherever I stop, I go, "Okay," and then I'll go back and retake it and retake it and retake it, and by the time I'm done, I've got, like, probably 20 or 25 takes. And then I pick, like, 3 to 6 of them and save those, and then I copy them, and I'll put, some of my vocals on the left and right pan, so that, like, I have, like, weird distortion on the left and right, and then my center vocals will be clean and louder than everything else, so it just kinda sounds like my vocals are riding on top of the distortion. And it ends up coming out, like, really kinda haunting, because I try to do my takes just a little bit different, so it gives it, like, a natural reverb, and then I just kinda blend it all together. And so that's kinda been my writing process as of now, and lyrically, it starts out like, the lyrics kinda just flow out because of the creative writing process, but as I put it into the song, they change, and by the time I'm finished with it, we have the final product.
wow, wow. That's amazing. And you have it all worked out. Like, how long have you been planning? Like that's like so top-notch planning. Like it's almost like you knew that this was gonna happen and you just you just put it there.
Yeah, like the songs and stuff like that?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it's a whole process. I mean, that's
Yeah,
really
it's been a lot of thought, a lot of thought.
wow. That is actually pretty impressive.
Thank
Mm.
you.
Yeah, of course, of course. Man. um. Anyway, now I always like to ask this because this is one of my favorite questions ever. How would you overall as a musician describe your music?
Oh, how would I describe my music?
Yeah,
Weird. Like,
really?
oh, yeah. No, I and that's not a bad thing. I love weird things. I love weird. Like, I grew up listening, like, the first, like, influences on rap and different things like that. Like, I love Childish Gambino and all of that. And, like, I'm not talking, like, his mixtape and Camp and all that. I'm talking, like, Because the Internet, and I like a lot of, what's this, Awaken My Love, that whole weird album with, like, Redbone on it and stuff. I love mixing things like shit. I like it when there's distortion and garbled lyrics. I like it when you kind of blend into the music and you can't really understand anything, so you got to read a lyric video to know what's going on. Like, and most of the struggle of me making music has been me presenting my first demos to like my fiance and my friends, and I'm like, check out how awesome this is, and they're like, wow, Snake, that was a really good demo, and I'm like, what are you talking about? It's finished. So yeah, I would say weird for sure, but weird in an eclectic way, I guess.
Mm. Perfect, perfect. And that's wonderful also. That's incredible that you that your music is it's extraordinary. It's unique. It's I love it. It's weird. It's extraordinary. It's also one of a kind too, I gotta say. It's one of a
Thank
kind.
you. Yeah, that's what I was going for, is I really wanted to take, like, because I was so sick of, like, deciding what scene to fit in. Like, I always wore skinny jeans like an emo kid, but sometimes I wanted to wear, like, pink and bubbly stuff because I also like anime and, like, hyperpop and all that, and it was always just kinda like, let's just for once, I'm gonna make something that I would have wanted to listen to, and that's kinda where it ended up.
Oh wow, wow. You went with your instincts. That's perfect. That's perfect. That is wonderful. That's really cool. And again, I appreciate you sharing with us your insight with music. I mean, it's incredible your way of music. So it's really incredible.
Yeah, I
Impeccable.
really appreciate it, and I love explaining to and anyone who's ever curious or wants tips or tricks, like, I love sharing it because as I explain it and teach it to other people, it just helps me understand it and myself better too. Most of the process for learning has just been working with other people and talking about it, so
Ah, yes, yes. You're so true on that. You're not wrong. Very, very true. Very, very. And I want to give you this opportunity because I've been so gracious enough to hear you. This is a chance for you to be to hear a little bit about me. If you want to, you can ask me anything. This is just so like a more connection, and it gives the audience it gives you a chance to ask me for once since I've been asking
yeah,
you. So.
I'd love to. Yeah, no. So how long have you been doing the podcast? Wrap it out. I know I hopped on and saw that like the first postings were back in 2020, but is that when it started or like when did it start? Like when did it start?
Yeah, exactly. It started last year. It started in August 29th last year.
Okay. And like so how much planning went into it? Like did you have like the idea for a while or was it just kind of like one day you were like, "You know what? I'm going to do a podcast."
It was unexpected. Trust me, I did not know that I was going to do a podcast. I didn't know, like, I didn't know until I was bored one day, and my friend was literally, we were literally talk a little. I was literally talking. I was bored as fuck because I was trying to find something to do. So it was like, oh, what am I gonna do? And then I was talking about a TV show, and then my friend was like, why don't you just do a podcast? And I'm like, how's that supposed to happen? And she showed me this link. Actually, excuse me. Uh, kind of came. And, to be honest, I didn't think I was going to be doing the show until I did. And finally, it's like, wow.
And here we are. Here we are over a year later. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah, you got it. Exactly. Exactly.
All right. Here's another one. Who is your favorite rapper?
I'm gonna go male and female. My favorite female rapper is Lauryn Hill. She is so incredible.
Okay.
And she paved the way for females. So she's
Okay.
such an important person to my life. And God, my favorite male artist. Ooh, that is tough.
I
I
know
wish
there's so many good options.
I know. I wish you could have said like the top three, but I'm gonna rise to the challenge. I'm gonna say my top favorite. Honestly, my top favorite would have to be those old school ones. Especially, um, Nas, Tupac, and Ice Cube. Those are
Yeah.
my
Oh
top
yeah.
three, and I grew up listening to them. My parents, they literally were listening to them, and they would have us listen to it in the car. They literally put it on blast, and we would always ask, "Hey, Dad, why are you playing that?" We thought it was ratchet music at the time, but he was like, "You naughty kids! I'm trying to teach you guys about rap. Now shut up and pay attention." Um,
He's like, we're trying to teach you kids a lesson
yes,
now.
exactly, exactly. But seriously, though, I really am grateful that he showed us rap, so I can appreciate it morely now. And even beyond adulthood, like I can really appreciate it more. I'm really grateful.
That's cool. That's super cool. Yeah, my dad was pretty influential too. He always played a lot of music like that, and most of my interest in music theory was, or I mean, music history was for the same reason. So I can totally relate to that. That's so cool. Okay, let's see. I gotta have another one. Um, are you a dog person or a cat person?
Good question. I'm a dog person. No,
Me
actually, wait.
too.
No, wait. I did
Oh,
not. About the question. Ignore that last one. I gotta think. Dog or um, ooh, literally. Um, yeah. I'm gonna go with dog. And some people think I'm a cat person because I have been known to like silence, and I also like peace. But also, I love dogs because like
because they're
parents
dogs.
wanted a dog up, but they never got a chance to get one. Well, not at the house. But they always wanted one, and I love dogs. They're so energetic. They're so enjoyable. Like, and they make you feel better.
Yep, I
Like,
totally
if I
agree
had a
with you.
rough day, my dog would be next to me, and he biggest smile on my face. So so yeah. But I don't have a dog. I'm just envisioning us.
You should probably get a dog. I have two, and they're fantastic. They're like the best thing ever.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm thinking of either getting a Chris. I'm going to beg my friend to get me one for Christmas.
Ooh, there you go. Yeah, Christmas is a good excuse because like nobody can say no. It's a gift.
Yeah, yeah, no one can say
Yeah,
no.
makes sense.
I might actually do it for my show as well. I might think, hey guys, could you donate a little as a Christmas gift? And watch them donate.
We're
Just
looking
wait.
to get a puppy. It'll be the Wrap It Out dog.
Oh my god! Oh no, because then that'll lead to a mascot, and I don't want. That seems weird to have one.
I mean, having a mascot is useful. Like my logo is a mascot. Like that's one of my characters, Lilum. Um, but I feel like having it as your pet would be kind of difficult because anytime you shared a picture of your dog, it could or could not be copyrighted. I feel like there'd be a
Mhm.
lot of red tape there.
Yeah, yeah. So that'd be weird. And then what would it be? We're a music podcast, and we do a lot of different types of music. So what would it be? That's the thing.
Oh, like what would the mascot be, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, like you could do like a Japanese mascot where they basically just make like really giant, cute airplanes and stuff like that, or Pokemon.
Oh
Those are all
hell no!
classic.
I am not getting a Japanese dog. That's not happening. Oh hell no! I'm not doing that. That is not happening whatsoever.
Yeah, the only Japanese dog I know of are Shiba Inus, and I have one, and they're I love her to death. She's adorable, but like she doesn't shut up ever, and they are so
Yeah,
sassy.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not having a dog that won't shut the fuck up. I'm
Yeah,
not that.
no. Then
No,
you don't want
no,
a Japanese dog.
no, no. And then they're gonna make noise in the recording. And you can be like, "What the hell is that?" And that's my dog. I'm about to get rid of it.
But like that's like the little tag at the end of every Wrap It Out is the dog barking in the background. It's the Wrap It Out dog, part of the podcast.
Oh, that is cute. I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna. That's
Changed
really
it.
cute. That's gonna be cute. I'm gonna really look into it. It's gonna be cute.
Well, I'm glad I could convince you to get a dog.
Aw, you're so sweet. Come on, throw some more at me.
All right, all right. Let's see. All right. What is your dream vacation? If you could go anywhere in the world, where would it be?
I have a couple places that I've always wanted to visit. Like I've always wanted to visit Jamaica. I've always
Ooh,
wanted to go to Africa. I've always wanted to go to the Caribbean. I like going to the beaches.
yeah.
Um, and state-wise, um, I've always wanted to go to Philly. Of course, I really love Philly. I wanted
Uh-huh.
to go to Washington, D.C., New York. I want to, God, I've always wanted to go to Georgia, Louisiana.
Ooh,
Those
some
are a
New
couple.
Orleans.
Oh yes,
I've never been
yes, yes,
either.
yes. Oh yeah, I've seen pictures and my friends have enjoyed it. And then when I mentioned about it, my friend was like, have you ever thought of touring for a podcast? And I was like, that's not happening. I don't
That'd
think
be
it's gonna happen anytime soon. I don't think because she literally said to me could you actually tour with your show? And I'm like, excuse me, touring, because that's out of proportions. Like, I told her that's unreal. That could never happen.
Yeah, we work remote now. Touring's off the table. We do everything from our living room. Whole mixtape was recorded in my living room, so I don't think we need to go touring for a podcast.
We don't. But she said it was a pretty good idea. She wanted me to try.
It would be fun to do like a couple, but like a couple like events. Like I don't think there's no need to do like a whole nationwide tour, but you could be like, "Hey Los Angeles, Wrap It Out's coming for a podcast. Come check it out." And then just have a nice vacation in LA or something like that. And it's a business write-off.
Very, very true, very true. She also suggested I would go and visit each state and have like a local event and just have musicians come over and we do like a live
Oh, that
interview.
would be cool. You know, you could do also like a live interview slash concert set or something like that too with some local musicians in different places. That would be pretty cool.
Oh yes, yes. And I was thinking about that. I just don't know.
Lots of ideas.
Oh yeah. Um oh yeah, yes, yes. Come on, throw some more. I'm actually starting to love this. I need more ideas.
Yeah, no, for sure. I love throwing out ideas. This is pretty much just like my everyday since I started making music is like at work and like at lunch. Like I'll be in the car and I'm like with my fiance and I'll be like, oh wait, what about this? Or oh wait, what about this? Because like in work, I am a systems engineer. So like I actually do like IT engineering. So a lot of my background initially came from like computer systems and stuff. So like aside from just Fruity Loops and making music, I also do like video editing. We do like some advertisement and photo editing, memes. And then my fiance makes 3D models for VR chat. So all my characters are also playable in VR chat. So you may see me wandering around there at some points. Um, but yeah, if you ever want any ideas, I love brainstorming. So throw them at me. Like, what are you looking for? What do we want to do?
I'm gonna keep you in mind. I will definitely keep you in mind. I could always use some of those.
Yeah, for sure. I'm happy to help anytime. And we also got a whole crew in the Rilla gang of, like I said, like 15 other people who are willing to jump in and help out with stuff too. So there's a lot of options there.
And it'd be free. Like I wouldn't have to pay a fee
Oh
or
no, I would just help you out with like if you had questions or wanted to brainstorm stuff. Like, yeah. Hey, I'm doing a podcast with you. I can give you some ideas sometimes. Like to keep this
Um,
a nice beneficial relationship.
oh, nice, nice, nice. That's wonderful. Good to know that I have someone on my side. That's great.
Absolutely. Same here. Nice to know I got someone on my side too.
Oh yeah. Speaking of sides, you got any more you want to throw at me?
Let's see. Um, I got okay, all right, all right. What are you doing for Halloween this weekend?
I'm gonna do a movie marathon. My
Ooh,
ouch, ow, ow, my foot. So yeah, I'm a little too old to be trick or treat. So me and my friends are gonna be doing a live stream Halloween movie marathon. We're gonna do it Saturday and Sunday.
that's fun.
Actually starting tonight, and we're gonna do it all the way till Sunday night. So we're gonna do a marathon.
Ooh,
So
3
I
days.
Oh, yep, yep, yes. And I will literally be watching movies nonstop. And I've been stocking up on candy. In fact, I bought candy a
Gotta
month
have enough.
ago, and I've been putting it in the fridge, literally in the fridge. It's literally in the fridge, just sitting there. And I got popcorn, about to pop some later today. Um, and yeah, it's something we do every year. It's a tradition we do. Since we can't trick or treat anymore.
Yeah, we gotta buy our own candy like adults and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, and then Sunday you're going to be handing out candy. I'll be handing out candy.
Fun. That sounds like a good time. Yeah, I haven't done a movie marathon in years. I can't remember the last time I even watched a movie, to be honest.
Oh, you should. We got a
Yeah,
lot
I
of.
should.
Um, I got the It. I got It. I got
Oh,
Annabelle. I got 13 Stories to Tell in the Dark. Like we got a lot of them.
I love the Annabelle series and those Conjuring movies. I've been meaning to watch the new one. I saw, like, a little bit of The Devil Made Me Do It, but I haven't finished it yet. I gotta watch that.
Oh yeah, that's really good. That's really good. I also got the one surprise.
Nice.
Oh yes, yes, yes. So yeah, I got those coming up, and I'm just gonna catch up on some work. Because I also have a concert with the concert. I'm doing. I'm also doing one today and tomorrow with the virtual concert. That's when I'm not supposed to be.
Oh, that's nifty. Okay, where's the virtual concert? Is it, like, on a website or something like that?
Yeah, it's fine. Actually, tune in. I'm gonna get to find it somewhere.
Yeah, if you wanna shoot me a link for that, I'd love to check it out.
Of course, it's gonna be streaming tonight and tomorrow. It's gonna be a 2-day event. It's gonna be streaming. Tonight and tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern
Okay.
time. Um, so think about your time zone.
Yeah, yeah, I'm in
Think
Central,
about that
so
time zone. Oh, you're central. Where do you
oh, yeah, I'm
reside
out of
exactly?
Milwaukee. I'm out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Oh, you're in Wisconsin. Oh, you're there then. I'm in Texas. I'm literally down here. So we're literally
Okay.
like a giant space between us.
Straight
That's
line. Yeah, one of my buddies actually is from, the Dallas-Fort Worth area, so I'm a little familiar with Texas just based off of his stories, but that's cool.
oh yeah. Oh yes, 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 yes.
Ooh, and I got the link here. Awesome.
um Oh yes, it'll be streaming around 6 p.m. Eastern time. If you can't come, it'll also be posted on the YouTube page if you want to watch.
Excellent, okay.
We think of it. Um. Anyway, did you have any more you want to throw at me, or are you empty?
I guess the last thing I wanna ask you is, what made you wanna ask me for an interview?
Oh, good question. Good question. Music server. You're actually, or you used to be the music server anyway. So yeah, you were in a music server. I remember. And usually when I'm in music servers, I hit up everybody. I hit up everybody.
Mhm.
I hit up everybody that's a musician, that's a producer. I hit them up. So I go crazy.
Smart.
I go crazy. I go crazy. Um, and then when I looked on your profile, I stopped for one. I was like, I like that guy's profile pic. And but
And that
again, I
was
was
that.
like, because I was like, that guy looks interesting. I'm gonna hit him up. He looks interesting. Um, and here we are.
Hey, well, that's why I designed the profile pic. I'm happy it's working.
Oh
I
yes, yes, yes.
Cool. Yeah, and also too with this logo, on my website, I've got like a couple merch items and stuff with it. I have a few logos, one for like my more poppy stuff and one for my metal stuff. But yeah, I got all that stuff too. But yeah, cool. Well,
Um,
yeah, that was all I had for you. Thanks for enduring all of my difficult questions that I had pre-planned.
damn it, you got pre-planned questions.
Yep, I came
You
all
see them?
prepared. All pre
Man, you know what? I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm not even
Yeah, if I had anything planned ever in my life, I would be a platinum artist right now. I'm just gonna let you know that.
gonna. In fact, if you did, you'd be actually getting nominated for Grammys. You actually would.
Appreciate it. Yeah, no, I never have anything planned. I pretty much put all of my points into talking out of my ass. So I just kinda shut my brain off and go.
That makes so much sense now.
You know rappers, you gotta get good at lyricizing and is that a word, lyricizing?
Yeah.
Making lyrics. Is it? I don't know, I think
Yeah,
it's just
it's
making lyrics.
exciting.
Well, whatever, you gotta be good at making lyrics and freestyling, so it is what it is, but no, but that's all the questions I had for you. Thanks for going through all of them with me. It was fun. I like getting to know you a little bit.
Yeah, of course, this is all free willing. I just have one big,
Oh, I'm
this is
sorry.
the future looking. I'm cutting out again.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Oh, jeez. No, I've had this
I
problem many times. Um, just oh, now it's
I
working. How about this now?
I can hear you now. Yep, you're good.
Okay, wonderful. All right. Now I just have one more one more big one. What?
Yep. Oh yeah, what's up?
Oh my God, I'm trying to structure the question correctly. Oh, where do you see your music career going in the future?
Oh, that's actually a really good question. So I guess my long-term goal isn't necessarily to like get on a label and be like, that's it. I'm the next, Lil Nas X or whatever. No. Yeah, like, I don't necessarily like, I'm not saying that I can't achieve more, but, like, my end goal is actually to open, a publishing label, and that's why my mixtape, we're first publishing it under the SBS Records, which, is my record label name that I came up for DistroKid. It stands for Sounds by Snake, and what I wanna do with it is just I've come to learn that a lot of getting into music and a lot of, like, what prevented me from getting into it when I was younger was just the confusion of what to do. And, like, I know that's like anything in life, you gotta study things, you gotta learn things, but I mean, just, like, literally the fact that most companies put publication and, different things behind a paywall, and it's like you gotta know people who tell you what to do, when in actuality, when I just became an engineer and, like, my job was to Google things really well for other people and, like, figure stuff out on the fly at 4 o'clock in the morning when I get called in. So when I wanted to learn something about music within the last couple of years, I started researching it. And as I dug deeper and deeper and deeper, I started finding resources for, like, how to publish yourself and, what DAWs to use and tutorials for mixing and it's not something that you can just do overnight. It does take a lot of work, and that is why labels exist. But that's where I come in, and that's why I want to make a label where I can publish myself and people that I want to publish, independent artists that need help or don't know where to do things. Like I don't want to like be a big conglomerate company. I want to find like first time rappers and first time artists and say, you've got a lot of potential. Come hang out with me for a while and I'll publish some stuff for you. And I don't know. I take a lot of influence from the producer John Feldman. He's the lead singer of Goldfinger, a ska band from like the 90s and early 2000s. And he's made his career producing people. He just kind of makes music because it's fun, but he gets paid for producing people. And yet he's now God almost 60 and he just dropped another album like for fun and he still tours. And that's what I want to do. I want to help people who want to get into music as a career so that they don't spend their whole life going, how do I do this? And then regret not trying it. I want to at least be able to say, yeah, I can give you that outlet to give it a shot. Let's give it a shot together. And then also produce my own weird music on the side. So I guess that's my long-term goal.
Oh, perfect, perfect. I'm all here for your goal and I support it 100%. I'm so happy that you're helping out in the community. That's so wonderful.
Thank you.
Yes, of course, of course. And I thank you again for coming by. It's been a pleasure getting to meet you. You've been such an amazing guy. I'm
Yeah, thank
sorry.
you for having me.
Yeah, of course. And I should have meant this. You're such an amazing musician, not just a guy. You're such an amazing musician.
I
And I wish
appreciate it.
you the the best.
Well, you've been a fantastic, gracious host, and I really appreciate being invited on here. It's been a lot of fun talking with you.
Aw, thank you, and it's been fun meeting you. And before we close out, you got any last words for fans out there?
I guess just, if you ever want to look me up, just Google SN3K or SN3K official. That should pull up like my YouTube and my Spotify and stuff. We got the Rilla Gang mixtape dropping on Sunday, October 20 or Sunday, October 31st on Halloween. And there will be a stream on Masquerilla on Monday, November 1st. I think they'll be at 5 p.m. Central. But other than that, just the biggest thing I want to let everyone know is just, if you're interested in music or you've ever thought about doing it, I know this sounds like hokey and all that shit, but like really just try. Like, I mean, like even if you just pick up your phone and start yelling into it, just do it. All music is sound. It doesn't matter what the sound sounds like. It doesn't matter if it's mixed right. It doesn't matter if you've been performing your whole life. It doesn't matter if you're banging two pots together. Sound is sound. And when you mix sound together rhythmically, it's music. So go do what you think is weird. Go do what nobody's done before. Go fuck something up and blow someone's eardrums out. Have fun.
Oh, we don't want to tell them to fuck themselves. We don't want to tell them
Oh
that.
no, no, go fuck something up. Like that's what I'm saying. Go fuck up a track. Just go
Oh,
blow some speakers
oh,
out.
got it, got it, got it, got it, got it. Gotcha, gotcha. All right, guys, make sure down below check out Snake's music. Make sure to check out his collective's brand new mixtape coming soon. I'm so excited. Make sure to check out his brand new songs and brand new album coming. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Thank you again for coming by. Make sure to keep on supporting Rapid Out. We do have meditation. Oh God, I can't say. We now can get basically active live support and funds from the general public. So if you guys want to
Ooh.
drop donations, you want to drop any cash, even if you sense it's helpful towards the cause. Not only is it helpful for us, but it's helpful to you. Each dollar and each anything that you put in here that you send to us that reflects upon the show because it gives improvement that allows me to get more for you guys and it makes the show better for you guys. So it's a win-win. So y'all make sure you do that and keep on supporting Rapper Out sponsored. Um, that funding program is sponsored by Anchor.fm. Just want to tell you guys. Thank you all for tuning in tonight, and I hope you guys have a great rest of y'all's time. And have a great Halloween. Have a great Halloween. If you watch this later, and if it's past Halloween, then fuck. We all music. Right?
You mind if I do like a little creepy Halloween scream for the outro? I can be
Yeah,
quiet.
go for it. Go
Alright.
for it. Go.
Happy Halloween!
Oh god. Okay. Now I'm starting to shortly regret that.
Oh, is that
While I
too
get
loud?
that while I get that sound out of my ear, I will catch you all the next time that we meet. And if you guys are worried that Snake might not come back, you guys are wrong because he will definitely be coming back very soon.
I think I'll be back.
You will most certainly be back. You will. Anyways, I'll catch you guys on the next one I do. Don't be losing on check them out. I'll catch you guys later. Bye. Hello, everybody. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight as we dove into a wonderful podcast episode. Now, in this following segment, you will get a chance to hear this artist's showcase because every artist that comes on the show requires to do a showcase. So, buckle up, get some popcorn, and enjoy the showcase. I hope you guys love it, and check out the artist when you get a chance to. Hope you guys love it. Enjoy.
I don't wanna talk about it, don't wanna think about it. Stop all these dreams, I don't wanna be around it. But I gotta be surrounded. But I gotta be. All of these dreams surrounding on me. Some days I wonder if they're all with me. Tossing and turning stains on these sheets. This isn't the thing that I'm swallowed by bees. Cause you can hear me, I hope you can see. I'm starting to follow and you'll look and see. Darkness is cold, full of stories untold. I'm penning this paper, watching unfold. Hope that you all can see me. Stepping forward with this pain on my back. Second guess, never stressing. Hit the future with a plan of attack. I know what you wanted, just know that I'm on it. I know what you wanted, just know that I'm on it. I know that you hear me, I hope you can see me. I know you don't fear me, I know that I got it. I'm sipping the tonic. I'm sipping the tonic, I know what you wanted, just sipping the tonic. I know that you hear me, I'm sipping the tonic. I know you don't fear me, I'm sipping the tonic. I know that I got it, I'm sipping the tonic. I know that you want it, just know that I'm on it. I'm on it. Yeah, I'm on it. Yeah. Snake's got it! Let's go! Hope you are doing well. Past my chest, straight from hell. I know you can hear me because I am clearly sounding the best. And I'm static, you tell. Thrill the scream of my hell. Electricity, all the stories you tell. The story you tell. Shake me from now. When is the end of this? The end of all of it. I know that I'll see you again. I keep in my heart when I need a kickstart from my dear old friend. I hope you don't miss me like feeling a night of alone. I can feel you. I don't wanna talk about it, don't wanna think about it, cause I need you. I don't wanna talk about it, don't wanna think about it. Stop all these dreams, I don't wanna be around it. But I gotta be surrounded.